in this section. In this section, we'll be writing equations of lines. And there are two kinds of equations that you need to know. One is the probably the one that you're most familiar with, y equals mx plus b form, or the slope-intercept form, because it contains the slope is one number and the y-intercept is another. The other is the point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where x1, y1 is one of the points on the line and m is the slope. If I want to convert from point-slope to slope-intercept form, I need to just distribute and then solve for y. So we're going to practice doing that. We're not going to worry about vertical and horizontal lines for the purposes of this section. So there are two types of problems that she should be able to do. Number one is if you are given a point and a slope, notice that's a point, that's a slope. We're going to write this in point-slope form. So let's remember what that looks like. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And it's important that you realize that the y is the second coordinate, so subtracting -1 gives us +1. The slope is 2/3, and then x minus the x coordinate 2 gives us what goes inside the parentheses. All right, next we need to distribute, and 2/3 times 2 is 4/3, and then I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, but I'm going to subtract it in the form 3/3 over on the right side so that we have common denominators, so we can combine together our like terms. Final answer is y equals 2/3 x minus 7/3. All right, let's try B. Similar type of a question. We're given a point and a slope, so an easy place to start is the point-slope form of the equation of a line. Y minus the y-coordinate equals m times x minus the x-coordinate, which should be x plus 2. Let's go ahead and distribute. -4x minus 8, and then add 5 to both sides, and that'll give us y equals -4x minus 3 in y equals mx plus b form. Next one, we have a point, so we can write it in point-slope form. Y minus a -5, which should be y plus 5, equals m, which is 2, times x minus 0. Well, x minus 0 is just x, and so now we just need to subtract 5 from both sides, and we have y equals 2x minus 5. And last one. This one does not give us the slope, but it does give us 2 points. So we can find out what m is by subtracting the y-coordinates, 1 minus 5 on the top, and then subtracting the x-coordinates, -4 minus 2 on the bottom. That's going to give us -4 over -6, which is positive 2/3. Next, you can use either one of the 2 points. Doesn't matter which one you use. Y minus 5 equals m times x minus 2, and we'll have y minus 5 equals 2/3 x minus 4/3, and then I'm going to add 5, and on the right side of the equation I'm going to add 5, but I'm going to add it in the form of 15/3. So y is equal to 2/3 x plus 11/3 is our final answer. All right, on the next page here, you're going to try this. Try the first one, write it first in point-slope form, and then convert to slope-intercept form. Pause the video and try this one. Okay, your equation in y equals mx plus b form should be y equals 3/4 x plus 13/4. Now try B. For this one, your equation ought to be y equals -1/3 x plus 2. All right, now try C. The equation for C is y equals -3/7 x minus 1/7. Finally, try part D. Final answer for this one, y equals -4/3 x plus 17/3. And that's it for this part. Now you can try the practice on writing equations of lines.